I saw a lot of dark things while traveling Israel. One bright spot was this stop called Shuva Achim, means Return of the Brothers. It's a rest stop for soldiers who just need a break, as we did. The real only price of admission is a mandatory hug from one of the brothers when you arrive. Volunteers have been running it. They're providing over 1,000 meals a day, a library, just a rest stop for people in a roughest of conditions. It's a fascinating story and worth a watch, and listening to one of the brothers explaining how this all came about.
Saw the place, and I told them before, it was never a place before. Okay, basically that's where we are. See this wall? There's a wall that says Shuva on it.
Yeah.
Okay. This wall was just an entrance sign to Moshav Shuva. That's the wall. In the middle. Just an entrance sign. This. Saw it?
Okay.
On October 7th, okay, I don't know if you guys know where you are geographically. This is road 25. 1.5 minutes on road 25, you get to 232. 232 is that road of death, the road where all the terrorists were. On October 7th, one of the biggest problems was to evacuate our wounded from 232 to the hospitals. If you send a helicopter, okay, they sent one helicopter with 54 soldiers on it towards Alumim. It's the kibbutz that parallel to us now. Once he started to go down towards Alumim, he got hit by RPG of one of the terrorists. Thanks God, the pilot managed to land the helicopter with one engine. All 54 guys literally walked out of the helicopter. Okay, alive. 3 minutes later, he explodes. He's exploding. That's the moment the guy is going on the helicopter. I met these guys, so I actually got the actual pictures. And that's the moment he explodes. The big conclusion from this story was that no more helicopters, no more ambulances going on 232. You want to evacuate them? Get them outside of the active shooting zone. There we're gonna have ambulances waiting. We're gonna have Mada, Zaka, Hatzala, if you know these units, and they will send them to the hospitals. Shuva's junction is the first junction when you try to get out of 232. They came on 25. This junction, they started gathering ambulances. Okay, around 1 p.m. we had 20 ambulances waiting right here. Helicopters starting to landing for 20 seconds, getting wounded, going to the hospitals. My brother Kobe, he lives in this Moshav Shuva. That's where the Shuva Brothers came from, Shuva Achim. Round 2 maybe, they understood what's happening in the junction. Him and his friends ran to the junction, got a folding table from one of the houses, started collecting food from the houses all the way out, and placing it on the road. One table, food, drinks, hot water, whatever they could just to help. And I say that is when it actually started. Because more than what they brought, it's who they brought. It's people that are willing to go and help you right now. So on that first day, the 669, if you know this unit, it's a special evacuation unit, needed electricity to land helicopters at the evening, in the night, for lighting and stuff. So they got extension cords all the way, 500 meters from the first house all the way here. Crazy. Apparently one of them had a 500-meter extension cord in his house. Who doesn't? Then Zaka, they're the ones that are dealing with the bodies. They didn't have enough body bags. So the guys ran to bring all sorts of tarps and blankets and sheets to be able to cover the bodies. Stayed here all night. Sunday morning we understood that my brother is still here with his friends. me and my brother Eliran, my brother Ariel, started to understand how we go and get more stuff. We go to supermarkets to buy groceries, to make sandwiches, to make something, some food or deodorants or shampoos. Clothing stores that I know the owner in Netivot. He sent me to the manager to get her from her house, to drive to the store. No one knows what's happening in our terrorists or no in Netivot. So you drive like super kosher. We buy shirts and underwear and towels and socks and we get it here. Every day, more soldiers getting to the area. 25 was the only road to get into the area for almost a month. If you wanted to drive from here to Ashkelon, there is a main road will get to Ashkelon. You had to get out to road 6, drive over an hour to get to Ashkelon, to do the whole detour to get out of the area. And here, this road was only for soldiers. So slowly, every soldier who passed by see a spot with some smiling people, lights, stop by, see that you have some food, grab food, see maybe he can grab only for his unit because within 4 or 5 days there were 350,000 soldiers in the area. Every school, every synagogue, every kindergarten, every home in the kibbutzes that were evacuated turned into a base. Every synagogue, 100 soldiers sleeping in the basement on mattresses that we get. We find the places to turn to a base. We don't have enough bases in the area to host 350,000 soldiers. The army wasn't ready logistically to even support 350,000 soldiers. The first hot meal that came out of the army was a month and maybe 2 weeks later. Till then, this place was already feeding 3,000 and 4,000 soldiers every day. A place that started as a wall and 2 tables, and a day later became a wall and 4 tables, and a day later we built a shade, not this pergola and waterproof panels. A dark shade, and then after the wind was too, this time usually October, November, the wind started to blow, so we changed it to metal roof, and then the rain is coming, so we turned it to this. Everything evolved very quick. It started to be also a touristic place. Because first, the IDF spokesperson was bringing, if you remember, it was a time of all these VIPs coming to Israel to see, to make videos, to journalists from all over the world, presidents, I don't know, they brought everyone to see Kfar Aza and Be'eri, and the IDF spokesperson understood that there is a spot right here. They can have coffee, maybe neutralize. You saw how when you walked in, it's different than all the sad stories around. So when they walked in here, they stopped them here, having coffee with us, giving them the helmets and the vest, going into Kfar Aza, crying their guts, and when they're done, bring them back here. So they see this again, they see the soldiers smiling, happy, resting, charging themselves with energy, charging soldiers with energy. Because this is the most win-win situation can ever be. These guys seeing you guys here, it's the best thing a soldier can see when he just came out of Gaza for a minute. And people that are coming to the area, seeing soldiers smiling and happy, I think it's the best feeling for you. So really, that's also how we survive. Every group that comes here, that's asking how can we help, how can we support them. That's how it goes. Because we're not an organization, we don't have telemarketers or people that, hey, we're fundraising for Shuva Achim. You come here, you see what we do. This is all we do all day. This is what I do since October 8th in the morning. This is my life. Like, as we say, I don't have life, but I have life. This is my life. This is what we do. Everyone here volunteers. If it's the Moroccan lady who made the food today, what you guys ate, 80 years old Moroccan lady that brings almost 200 meals every week, Monday. She don't cook it here. Even on our kashrut certificate, it said every Monday there's a lady who comes from. We approved her, but she's not cooking here. It says it on the certificate. All the rest of the week we cook here. Today we're summer, around 1,000 meals every day. We know this. We already served over 1 million meals so far. It's insane. If you were the lowest profit restaurant in the world, we were millionaires. Okay, in every currency. I don't care. It's home. It's really home. It's not. By the way, it's not this hangout where the soldiers need to go and put the weapons and to put the army cars somewhere and then drive here. We don't have beers and joints. It's a tactical place. You guys right now 9 minutes away from the border with Gaza. Exactly 9 minutes away. The guys coming with the special cars, with all the equipment, stopping by, grabbing food. You wanna follow me for a minute? No. Towels, women's hygiene, men's hygiene, face masks, tactical gloves, a tent, a generator, whatever you need. If you don't have it here, we'll figure it out. We'll buy it, we'll get it, we'll build it. We build beds for soldiers. My brother doing wood work. All the wood we did it. They ask for something specific, we'll figure it out. That's, I think, the point is that we don't really specialize in anything. So we can do whatever you want. We can try to figure it out.
Just what? You just give it away.
Everything here is for free for the soldiers. People donating money, we have suppliers for everything, for every glasses, you see safety glasses, shirts, underwear. We keep on buying it. We know what the main things they need and we get it. The main thing in a war, okay, first, I think the key word, now in a time of a war, the last thing you can handle is bureaucracy. If you need something, you probably need it right now. The difference, by the way, between right now and in an hour can be life and death. So I don't know if my underwear has ever saved someone's life. Hope they did. But I can tell you that over a year ago maybe, I got a phone call from the Rasap. Rasap, it's a logistic guy of Duvdevan. Duvdevan, it's an elite unit. You guys know Fauda?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone wants Fauda. So it's basically the unit of Fauda. Okay, these guys are going in undercover. Boom, boom, boom. This guy calls me on a Wednesday night asking me for 150 sandbags.
Saddlebags.
Sandbags. What? Like the army is not getting you sandbags? What the hell?
I said,
He told me
no sandbags.
we are Wednesday night now. Tomorrow, Thursday, 2 p.m. We have to be at the border. Their base is 2 hours away, and it's very special. They don't stay in the area, risking their life. Each one of these guys is very valuable, very expensive for the army. So they need to go in tomorrow 2 p.m. He doesn't have no one to send before to fill them up. Usually the army doesn't provide here sandbags because it's all dunes. Take bags, fill them up. They give you these sacks. But specifically right now with this mission that they have, special mission, he said it's the most moralic mission the army ever did. Literally in these words. I said, okay, I'll get it. I called my guy. Got 150 sandbags. The guy tells me he doesn't have a truck that will take me to the border. It was very hot, very the border was crazy that time. I said, okay. We took my brother's car with a trailer. I got an officer from the army to go and take it, to pick it up from them and take it to the border. They met at 2 p.m. exactly on the clock. The guys taking the sandbags into their truck and going into Gaza. Sunday, I get a message. Bro, I want to tell you, you don't even know what you guys took a part in. I really thank you. You did something great for us. I didn't know what he talks about until a week later when he explains me that in our non-operation, you remember our non-operation when they got Noah Gamani out of Gaza? The Yamam, the SWAT, walked in this giant truck and he got stuck in the middle, and then the terrorists started running towards the truck. And apparently the snipers of Duvdevan are the ones who took them down so they won't get to the truck. Putting every sniper on some of these sandbags and building the fortress to each sniper out of these sandbags. We're not a sandbag company and we're not an official supplier of the army. But the fact that you are here inside the war zone with them and you are home for them, they know they can come here to ask for whatever they need. He knows that I'm not a tactical zone company, I don't know what, they're dealing with arms, but they know that maybe we know something. They feel free enough to ask for whatever they need, and thanks God it works. There's a unit right now outside, we just came to take some meat for a barbecue that they're doing. I don't send groups to do barbecues. You probably heard of some groups that go in and doing barbecues for soldiers. We don't send groups, but if you want, come here and I'll get you something. And then they go and having a nice evening together and they make the barbecue and it's more uniting, I guess. Pizzas because they just lost someone. They're trying to raise the morale for the guys. Or something. And especially this place. That every soldier knows that 9 minutes away from Gaza, you have a spot where you can rest for a second before he goes back to his kids. He'll leave Gaza here and goes to his kids. When he comes out of home, emotional from your kids, you come here for a second, man up, see if he didn't forget anything. Get it, go. That easy. I'll show you the kitchen.